Hey friends, welcome back. My name is Danielle and today we are going to talk about the keto diet and my current updates and what happens when you gain weight on keto. Does it happen? Can you, even if you're following strict keto and the scale doesn't really show your hard work? What do you do? And yeah, so let's just talk about it. Friends, happy Sunday. I hope you guys have had an amazing week. Before we start off this video, I wanted to just thank you all for being here because we hit 40K, 40,000 subscribers. I cannot believe it. I know I say that like whenever like a milestone will hit, but it honestly blows me away that there are people out there who actually like tune in and watch me. And I am so grateful for each and every one of you for being here, for embracing me, my family, for embarking on this journey with me. And it's like surreal. So thank you. Thank you all so freaking much. I love you, and sky's the limit, and we just gonna keep on climbing. But anyways, let's talk about this week and kind of how things have gone and my update on my weight loss. So if you guys are new here, I have been changing up my macros a little bit. You guys know that there is no set way to do keto. I did give you guys some macros and I said, hey, if you guys are starting off or if you were just kind of looking for a way kind of to make it easy, because I know there's plenty of different macro calculators out there. Here is a simple way of following macros to get you in, to get your metabolism kicked into ketosis, okay? And, you know, go from there and see how it works. You know, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. You know, I'm only human, and not what works for me may not work for you, right? Right. So with that being said, I did change up my macros because I changed up my plan. I like to do that. I like to keep myself on my toes, and I've been really into just lifting heavier weights again. I've been following this workout routine I talked about a few videos back, and I kind of set my gym days up for 5 days a week, 5 days of cardio, and I've been doing certain muscle groups each day. And yeah, so I've been getting stronger. I've been adding the weight on progressively, and I really do feel that I'm seeing lots of results. I know I'm seeing results because my clothes are starting to fit looser and I can see it in my body, okay? You guys even told me, like, Danielle, I can totally see the difference. You are looking great, and I love that for me because, you know, it's always nice for someone to say, I can see the work you're putting in. So I did get on the scale. If you're not a woman, this is not going to probably relate to you, but I am mid-cycle, and I always tend to bloat and gain a little weight during like mid-cycle for me. Okay, during like ovulation time, it's always been that way my entire weight loss journey. But for some odd reason, I decided to jump on the scale this week, and I was weighing in between like 175 and 177. And I was like, the hell is going on? Why did I do that? So, and I was like a little pressed about it, and I was like looking back, and I've been steadily, you know, counting my macros. I've been checking my ketones. I've been, you know, anywhere between like a point. I'm not like in full-blown 1s and 2s, but I'm about like, you know, 0.5, 0.8. So I have, you know, I am in ketosis. My body is still in fat burning mode, staying 20 net carbs and below, and really killing it in the gym. And I was like, what the hell? Like, I got really nervous. I was like, man, am I doing this wrong? What am I doing? Because, you know, even though as people may think like I'm a pro and I really know what I'm doing, I'm not a professional. I didn't go to school for any of this stuff. This is just a trial and method error that I've been doing for years. And yeah, so, yeah, sometimes you will. Sometimes you will see the scale fluctuate a little bit. I have learned, though, that I need to stop focusing on the scale. I need to stop looking at the numbers because the numbers don't show the muscle gain. And I can tell you for a fact that I am putting on muscle, and muscle does weigh more than fat. And the fact that I am so close to being like where I would want to be, you know, that 160-ish range, it's not surprising. I don't ever want you guys to think like, oh my God, I need to stop lifting weights. I need to only do cardio because I need to lose weight. A lot of people ask me too, Danielle, should I only do cardio initially and then work into the weights? No. I highly suggest I'm not saying lift heavy weights because you will hurt yourself, but start off with lower weights and more reps. So do light weights and do a lot more repetitions of the whatever workout you're doing, and you know, go from there. Then start increasing the weight. Make yourself stronger, and you will see that your body will morph. It will mold. It's almost like a natural corset for yourself. So everything will start shrinking in. So you know, my back is getting wider, so my waist is looking smaller. My legs are getting tighter, so there's more muscle definition there. As far as calories, I'm only hitting probably about between, I want to say between like 1,500 and 1,700 calories a day. Again, staying below that 20 net carbs. And you know, my fats and proteins are higher. My fats are roughly about 120, 130, and my carbs are usually around, or I'm sorry, my proteins are usually around 100. So again, sorry, so those could probably, I just mumbled. My fats are about 120, 130, protein about 100, and total of 20 net carbs a day. Calories about, you know, 1,500 to 1,700 a day, fluctuating. I drink a ton of water. And again, I do about 30 minutes of cardio 5 days a week, along with 5 days of strength training. So sometimes this scale is just an asshole, and you just don't need that kind of negativity in your life. I get a lot of emails a day from companies that want me to promote their scales, and they're like, hey, we'll pay you this amount of money if you use our scale in your video. I don't think that's a good thing, because I feel like watching the scale can become obsessive, and that's where disorders happen, and that mind effing kind of occurs. And I just don't think that, I don't want to promote that to you guys. There's not a dollar amount that they can pay me to promote that, and I don't want you guys to see that, because you know what, it takes a lot more effort than, you know, to get out there and to work out, to, you know, do whatever it is that's physically getting you up. That means so much more than if you lost a couple ounces this week. You know what I mean? The more weight you have to lose, the quicker you will lose it in the beginning. Like when I first started, guys, I was losing like 4 or 5 pounds a week. And then, you know, the smaller I got, the closer I got to goal. It was, you know, a 0.5 every other week, or maybe for a whole month I only lost 2 pounds. It's just the way it is, but you can see it. So I've told you guys this before, and I really want to reiterate it and really encourage you guys to take lots of pictures. Be that cocky person in the mirror, flexing. Have your husband, have your wife, have your girlfriend, whoever it is, your kids, you know, have you taking your before and after shots. See what it is every Friday, or like every Sunday morning when you get up after you take a shower, you know, whatever. Hey, can you come take my picture? And make that your point every week. And I promise you, each week you're gonna be like, well, damn, look, my face is a little bit smaller. Well, shit, my stomach looks a little bit smaller. I don't look as bloated. You will see the results. Pictures are worth 1,000 words. Measure yourself. If you're gonna do anything, if you're up to between like buying a scale and buying a tape measure, buy the dollar tape measure from Dollar Tree and use that as your point of reference. I know a lot of people, like, they'll be like, well, how much weight? I get that a lot too. How much weight have you lost? Because to them, that's gonna signify if I'm some bullshit or something, or if I know what I'm talking about. I can tell you this because I've lost over 100 pounds. Not only have I lost over 100 pounds, but I've been able to keep 100 pounds off for years. So weight loss is the easiest part. Losing the weight is easy. It's maintaining the loss and to keep going, to actually changing everything into a lifestyle. That's where it gets tricky, and that's where it gets hard. Because you'll see even a lot of these big Instagrammers that I've watched for years, and they lost a ton of weight, and they were really big, and they were with all these fitness companies, and they're like, oh my God, they're so great. I've been watching them for years. I used to use their workout, like things that they used to show on Instagram, and I would go and try to mock them at home or at the gym. And you see them now years later, and they've gained the weight back, because it's easy to fall back into your old ways. It's easy to gain weight. This society, this world has made being overweight so easy and cheap that it's ridiculous. Like, they want you to be overweight and have chronic illnesses due to being overweight, because it stimulates, you know, pharmaceutical purchases and all that stuff, right? So, you know, and not to sound like one of those like crazy, like, people who have like a conspiracy theory and everything, but it's the truth, okay? Just keep going. You know, don't let your success for a whole week be determined by a 1 or 2 pound jump in the scale. And I almost let myself go down that like rabbit hole where I was like, well, damn, how am I going to be able to preach this? I'm watching my calories, I'm doing everything, I'm still in, what am I and it's like, I'm not doing anything wrong. If anything, I'm doing everything right. This doesn't make sense, and I don't care. I don't care to justify it. So yeah, I mean, I know like you guys want to hear me every week to come on here, and I know there's other like people who are doing these like keto weight losses, and they're like down, you know, and they'll say like, I'm down now 106 pounds. I mean, I could probably put that in every video and be like, this week I'm down a grand total of 113 pounds. But this is over time. And what I feel like you guys need to know is that this journey doesn't have a start and an end. You start it and it never ends. This is going to be your life from here on in out. So that's just it. If you are like me, and it's very easy to gain the weight, and it's very easy to just slip down the I'll eat better again tomorrow, and then tomorrow gets further and further away, you know that you could easily go back to the beginning very quickly, you know. And I don't want to do that. I don't ever want to start over again. You know, I want to keep being a success. I want to keep this weight off. I want to get stronger. I want to get leaner. I want to be the best me. I want to be the best me at 36 than I was at 26. And I can say that. At 36 years old, I'm in far better physical, mental shape, health-wise, like better than I ever was in my 20s, because I put myself forward and I put the work in every single day. And if you guys get anything from these like update videos and these motivational like kind of speeches I do on Sunday, is to know that it can be done. And you can be better at 46 than you were at 36, 56 than you were at 46. You can do it. Don't let age, society, financial, whatever it is. A lot of people say, well, I don't have a gym membership. Honey, I did not have one either. I worked out in my basement. Okay, we have one bar light in my basement, you know, like one of those ones where you gotta like hit the button. And I got some free weights from like Play It Again Sports, and I bought a $200 treadmill from Walmart when we got our tax return. And I used that thing until it literally broke. And that's how I lost a bulk of my weight. When I started really taking it serious and I really wanted to increase the weight, that's when I joined the gym. And then right now I just do Planet Fitness. If you guys have a Planet Fitness, I really recommend them. I actually really love that gym. It's very clean. It has everything that you need to be successful on your weight loss journey. You can definitely bulk up. You're not like, you know, you don't have to go to like some like crazy, you know, expensive gym to do that, okay? Like all the like super muscle heads do. I had seen somebody put on Instagram, like on one of their Instagram stories a couple weeks ago, and I was like kind of pissed because, and I'm not like gonna call them out or whatever, but they are like, you know, a bigger keto account, and they said something was like about their weights they were using or something, and the machine wasn't like, was like kind of a punier machine. It wasn't like one of those like, a lot of the machines at Planet Fitness have like where you stick the pin in the machine. You don't use a lot of free weights for them. So I mean, I guess maybe for some, if you're looking to like leg press like 500 pounds, that might be a limit for you. But you know, I have no problem. I see guys who are massively huge, bulky, huge guys, and they use those machines. I mean, where there's a will, there's a way, you know, do what fits your budget. But anyways, they said like, oh, I feel like I'm working out at Planet Fitness. And I was just like, that like totally, like it turned me off from that account. I was just like, why would you do that? Like, first off, you don't know what people's, like how much money people have. You know, maybe somebody can only afford to spend the 10 bucks a month, but they're taking that $10 to put into the gym, and they're taking it away from, I don't know, maybe they're like, you know what, instead of having a Starbucks coffee once a week, I'm gonna go ahead and sacrifice that, and I'm gonna put that into my gym routine. And you know, like they're taking away from some portion of their life, either as big or as small, we don't know what your budget is, to go ahead and put yourself and put your health forward. And I applaud you for that. You know, money don't grow on trees around here. And the fact that they said that, I was just like, what is that saying to the other people who were thinking about joining like a Planet Fitness because they see you guys as an inspiration and you just kind of downplayed it? And now they're like, well, I can't afford to go join you know, whatever fitness that's $50, $60 a month, because that's a lot. And they want you, like, I had joined this big gym over here and it was like $50 a month and I had to put $120 down. That was a lot. And then it was a lot of money, and it was dirty too. But anyways, like, it just rubbed me the wrong way. And I don't ever want you guys to feel that. If you have a why, if you live in an apartment complex and you have a gym in your apartment complex, if you just have some free weights at home and you're doing a dance video on YouTube, whatever it is, I applaud you. I love that you guys are doing it for you, and I think you're killing it. So I don't ever want you to feel like because X, Y, and Z promotes this big ass gym that that's the only way it's gonna work for you. Like, no. You do don't ever break your budget to fit in with the Joneses. And that's what I was like. And I hope that I never do that for you guys. Like, a lot of the stuff I cook and I make and stuff, I always try to make sure that it's affordable and stuff like that too. Like, I'm not using these, because a lot of people get a lot of stuff sent to them, you know, so they'll make these like elaborate recipes with these ingredients because they get a lot of free ingredients. Like, not everybody's gonna have, you know, so-and-so company sending them all these spices or whatever to make these meals. You know, most people are like, okay, well, if I'm gonna have to buy 10 different spices and spend $30 on spices, I'm not gonna make this meal. So I always try to make everything to where it's real life and realistic and affordable. So yeah, I guess I should get off my soapbox now. I just seen that and I was just like, what is I saying to everybody else, you know? And if I ever did put it out there like that to you guys, always feel free to call me on your bullshit. I feel like a lot of people are real sensitive on YouTube. I mean, there's a difference between being like open conversation or, hey, you know, you could have your opinion, or then just being rude about it. You know what I mean? You can kind of tell. But I don't ever want anybody to feel like they can't be who they are and like shoot the shit with me, because we're friends. We're real friends around here. And if you guys can't call me on bullshit, then who else will, you know? But again, like, don't be mean about it, because I'm not the one. But anyways, I just wanted to like update you guys on that, because that scale thing kind of set me back, and I was like, girl, I'm putting in some work. Like, your girl is achy every day. Like, I am not missing anything. I am tracking every morsel. And yeah, I just find that it works, and I'm very excited. I'm planning on doing like a physique update so you guys can kind of see like the whole like what my whole body is looking like. So that'll be up soon. I'm also thinking about doing one of these Sundays live a month. So starting in March, I would love to do like a keto update live on Instagram live, and then, or I'm sorry, on YouTube live, and then, you know, you guys can all join in. So I'm thinking probably like March 15th, maybe. I am on Central Standard Time, so I'm thinking maybe around noon my time, so 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. If that time works for you, let me know. That would be really great. Again, it's kind of hard with all the different time zones that we're in, but I think it would be kind of fun to kind of like touch base, and we can kind of shoot the shit and see how it goes. And if you guys had any questions, I can answer them in real time. Some of your guys' comments for some reason are getting kicked to spam, so I've been checking the spam folder a lot, and like held for, I think it's called like held for review, and I hate to go into that file because that's where usually the really nasty comments are. So if you guys leave stuff and I don't get it, that's sometimes what happens. I don't know why I don't make up that folder. But yeah, I would love to know how your guys' weeks are going. How are you guys excited? It's gonna be March, so the next time I see you, it'll be March. Spring is coming, spring break, summer bodies, all the things. It's not gonna be summer here. I mean, it's warm today, but it's about to snow again. But it's coming, guys, and hang in there, because we're gonna be able to get out of our houses soon, I promise. But all right, guys, please stick around, subscribe, join the crew. I would love for you guys to just be here and be part of the family, because I love y'all. But I will check in with you guys. Benny's barking. I will check in with you guys on the next one. Thank you, friends, and I will see y'all later. Take it easy.
You promised me to tell if there's anything haunting you. You leave without saying where you're going or where to. Should I